Everyone, and welcome to Crooksville High School. As we're actually listening to the end of their alma mater, let's listen along to the Crooksville High School band. Crooksville High School marching band. Welcome everybody to Crooksville High School tonight. Kevin Rao along with the coach Doug Clifford and Sam Roop as we bring you New Lexington here at Crooksville High School. And I know a former coach of the Crooksville Ceramics, and well, daggone it if we just didn't hire him. Of course, you didn't play in this stadium, but I know seeing those uniforms and talking to all the folks that you know coming into the gate tonight, this is a special one for you, Coach.
Well, it is. You know, we were here last week. I was here with Ted, and we did the Coshocton game. And tonight, with the game being New Lex, in Crooksville, that puts the notch to fever pitch on about Monday at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, it was. I saw several people that I've known for years. I saw Barbie Dennis, who was my teacher's aide in my classroom for years and years. Her grandson is the quarterback for Crooksville. So I'm nearly related.
Yeah, it's old home week for
right.
you. And Sam, so New Lex undefeated. Every week gets a little more tense, I'm sure, around the hallways, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing that I've been really impressed with is it's easy to get complacent being in this kind of situation, but I haven't seen any complacency from the players in the hallways and stuff. So that really just shows the kind of heart that they have and that they know that the job's not finished.
Let's talk about this one tonight. Coach, we've got a couple of really good quarterbacks that are going to play tonight. Both juniors, both 6'1", 180. You couldn't have mirror images any better than this tonight. But they are really the ones that make their offenses go. We'll talk about the implications tonight, but talk about those quarterbacks, because to me that's the lead in this thing.
Well, when we covered the Tri-Valley game, I thought the difference in the game was the quarterback for New Lexington. He's just uncanny as far as feeling the pressure and knowing when to run, when not to run. He throws the ball on time. He throws the ball on the money. And if it doesn't look right, he takes off. And the Tri-Valley defense did not account for him. They put a guy in charge to watch him, but the guy who was watching him ran a 5.4, and this kid he switches those numbers around.
Well,
so his feet are just as deadly as his arm.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Lane Ratliff, and on the other side, Brayson Hill, who started out this season by running for a 57-yard touchdown run his first play, kind of set the tone for the rest of the time. But it will be how much these defenses can contain the other, I think, tonight as people look at this. And it's a big game. So let's go through those stats a little bit here to begin with. New Lex, number one in their district in Division 4, and they just keep rolling at 8-0. For Crooksville, they find themselves in the 17th spot in their division, but a win tonight would vault them right into playoff position. So, you got to know how much this means to both of these squads. New Lex is playing for a first week bye, so they can, it's a chance to heal up, to get practice, to go scout, to do all those things that give you a leg up the next week.
Well, this also would clinch the small school championship for New Lexington and win the night. A win tonight puts them in a tie with Crooksville playing Maysville next week for their final league game. But I was in this game 21 times, and I don't think even the years when playoff implications were on the cusp of everybody else's voice, it's really not with the coaches. It's just, and the players, it's just beat that cross-county rival. And for Crooksville, one year we won a game early in the season, and the little lady that walked the fitness trail come by, and I thought she said that was a better win last night. And I said, thank you, the kids played really well. She goes, no. I said, you better win this week. You better beat New Lex. She was 90 years old.
I tell you.
She was taking me to task right there.
It goes deep here. And Sam, you actually grew up your first years here in Crooksville before moving over where you are now at New Lex. But for people who may not know, that's not really a far travel.
No.
How many miles is it between the two?
I don't know, but I know that it's at least like 10 minutes away from my house. So.
Yeah, that. We always measure things by driving time
Yeah.
now,
Yes.
right?
It's
That's
Ohio.
what it is.
How far is it? 8 minutes.
Yeah,
9
it's
minutes.
10,
Yeah.
and in this case, 10 minutes. And a lot of people who are going to New Lex down 13 now have to come around this way to get to New Lex. So they've been visiting both cities for a month now. So yeah, it's crazy. You could see that there's a lot of. I mean, this is the last home game for Crooksville tonight. They'll be at Maysville next week, and of course, New Lexington goes home next week to take on another team that you have to drive the other direction. But you find yourself in Thornville, and the Sheridan Generals are coming to town. And at New Lex, I'm guessing that week everybody knows what week it is when it's the Sheridan game.
Oh, yeah, there's always posters up all over the high school of the Sheridan Generals logo with an X over it every single year, and it's everywhere.
Well, but tonight, and this is a big one for both these teams, and we'll see how it starts out. But again, we are here in Crooksville, a newer stadium. It's been a few years now, at least.
I think at least this is the third year.
Third year.
I think third or fourth, maybe.
My freshman year, we played the JV game here, and I think that was the first year of the stadium.
Okay.
So.
Okay, and that would have been 3 years ago, and of course played at City Park before this, but then built this, and it's right at the high school now, and that helps out a lot in logistics for the Crooksville Ceramics.
Kevin, this field house behind us, it has everything except a helicopter in there. I mean, it has a first-class weight room. It has a place for kids to have batting cages and pitching cages and long jumps and everything else. I mean, it is a tremendous facility. And my heart just broke when the Village Park went down. But this is such a better facility and more convenient, like you said, and it's definitely a showcase. And hopefully one of these days the Ceramics will host a playoff game here.
I don't think it'll be that long. They have turned the corner this year without a doubt. They come in 5-3. New Lex at 8-0. So this is a big one tonight. New Lex is going to get the ball first. They are to your right on the screen in the white jersey, orange pants. Crooksville, black jersey, black pants, red trim. And we are just about ready, waiting for the signal. Our referee holds up his hand, and there we go. The kick is away. A little pooch kick short. Fair catch called for and made by Hudson Gardner.
It's a smart choice right there. I mean, we've talked about all season how kickoffs can really, really determine momentum. And if you make a mistake on kickoff, I mean, it's a little difficult to come back from that.
Well, if one of those up guys aren't, trained to catch it, it can be an adventure.
Well, we saw that the week of Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley kicked off to New Lex. New Lex is one of their up men fumbled the ball. New Lex got it, and that was their only score of the night on that drive.
Empty backfield for New Lex to start. Ratliff, quick throw out to the flat, and should be a first down going out of bounds just out over the 45-yard line. Really nice throw and well-designed, Coach.
Well, I don't think I've seen Paul Stinson split wide. I mean, he's their primary ball carrier.
And this time he'll go out to the right side, little diamond pattern, and they'll throw that way. That's actually a lateral, I believe. Good defense by Crooksville. And really may have lost a half. No, they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage.
In the spread offense, this is what you do early in the game to see how players are going to play that quick pass to the wide receivers. The next thing you do is you throw it down the field deep. See if that's what happens here.
Backfield empties out. Ratliff indeed goes deep and caught over the middle. Great catch. And he may go. No, he's going to be stopped around the 6-yard line. That pass out to Tanner Toth.
Tanner Toth is a quality young man, quality two-way player for the Panthers. And that's the formula for Kevin Board. See how you're going to play it short, and if we see what we want to see, we're going to go deep right away, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to have to hurry. Defensive back to the left side. There he goes. And they're going to go the other way. Little pop screen over there, and he'll be knocked out short of the goal line.
Sam, could you see the number on that guy? Was that Tyson Spicer on the catch?
That was 17, Clayton Locke. And this is actually
Okay.
a really cool fact. He just transferred this year from Crooksville. So this is his homecoming game, Clayton Locke.
Oh, my.
Wow. Well, you know he wanted to get in on that then.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So this time, little I formation. Handoff goes, and it will be a touchdown. Just like that. Was that Stenson that got in?
It sure was. Paul, that's where Paul Stinson has been most effective this year, is running that football between the tackles. And I think tonight, both teams have great speed, but I think the difference tonight is going to be almost like in every football game. It's going to be on that offensive and defensive line. And right now, I think the advantage goes to the Panthers. That offensive line is veteran, and they're tough, big, strong. I mean, they're a good unit.
Going to go for two, and it'll be the quick sweep to the right side and in for the score.
Terrell King on that two-point play. That was uncontested for the most part.
Well, that jet sweep, and you could tell that Crooksville was kind of hanging back, hoping it was going to be a fake to him, and then a run up the middle. But indeed, he got it, got some good blocking, and found a lot of room inside that pylon.
I mean, you have to run for the sideline when you see that guy coming across the field, because if you don't, if you're standing still when he gets to you, you can't generate enough speed quickly enough to catch the guy. Well, it's a great drive. Set up with that big pass to Toth. That's been the new Lex formula that I've seen most of the year. Throw those quick ones out to the wide receivers, see how the secondary is going to play it. Crooksville smothered both those passes to the outside to the wide receivers, and they left themselves vulnerable deep.
Wow, it was a great touch on the pass from Ratliff.
My.
And he dropped that one in the bucket just perfectly.
First-year starter at quarterback.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that. Of course, that family has a little experience in the backyard.
Little DNA there. Yeah, a little DNA involved on that one.
Kicking it off for New Lex is Colton Mathias. Or we anticipate him kicking it off.
Well, New Lex has employed several kickers. They've kicked off with the ball standing up. They've kicked off with the ball on its side like a pumpkin. This time the ball standing up. They've kicked pooch kicks. They fake the onside kick every time. The kickoff team is bunched in the middle of the field. They rush to the football. So you had to be prepared for an onside kick. Whoop.
Nope.
I was on the kickoff teams, but I never had enough agility to do that. I'd have fallen across that stripe in a heartbeat.
I think you should have been on the sound effects team, is what I really think. And this one is away to the far hash, taken at the 21-yard line. And good field position for the Crooksville Ceramics on their first drive, but already behind literally the 8 ball as it's 8-0 here in the early going. New Lex did not take much time. In fact, still 10:57 to go in this opening quarter here in Crooksville.
Coach Board told me this past week when I asked about the 2-point conversion play, he said they're going to do that every time if they score first. He said if we get 2 points, then that already puts our opponent, if they don't practice the 2-point play like we do, well, then they're kind of, their hand is forced to go for 2, and they may not want to do that. So that is no accident. That's a standard procedure for the Panthers.
Hill will hand it off, and nothing there. Lots of defense just like that for New Lex. And what happened looked like somebody pulled right through the gap.
Eli Stevens went through there, and when Eli comes through the gap, that's a lot of stuff coming through the gap.
6'5", 275, and great feet for a guy that size.
Yeah. Basketball player.
That does not hurt at all. Makes it 2nd and long.
That time the Panthers line up in like a 5-2 look.
This time they'll put him right over center. Looking to throw is Hill. It's got a receiver in the flat, complete. And close to the original line of scrimmage.
I think for Crooksville to have a chance tonight, they're going to have to match score for score. I don't think they're going to really be able to stop the Panthers on a consistent basis. The Panthers just have too many weapons. But right now, if I was going to have to do that tonight as a head coach, I'd want number 15, Brayson Hill, handling the ball as much as possible.
Absolutely. Needed 18 for a first down, got 9, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. Hill this time looking to his left and just a little bit beyond. Had a couple of receivers in the same area, brought a lot of defensive personnel that way. But it'll make it 4th and 9, and Crooksville will bring in their punt team.
That looked like man-to-man cover. I mean, the corners were walked up tight on those wide receivers, and they were in their hip pockets wherever they were on the field. There really wasn't an open receiver at all. Now this kid, number 18,
Tyson Spicer.
I probably couldn't have him on my team because I'd have already had a heart attack about week 3 just from his punt returns. I mean, he is lightning in a jar that gets out of the jar all the time.
Well, he is standing right about his 32-yard line and waiting the punt on a 4th and 9 long count. Good rush. Almost got there. Might have tipped it a little. Hits at the 40 in New Lexington territory, down to the 38-yard line, and that's where New Lex will start this drive ahead now, 8-0.
I mean, that's what Tanner Toth has been doing all year. He's had, like, what, at least 2 blocked punts within the last, like, 2 weeks.
These guys block kicks, Kevin. They're amazing. They block kicks. They create turnovers on defense. They run interceptions back. They had one game I saw, a pass got tipped, and one of the defensive linemen picked it off, and he took off running, and there wasn't anybody within 30 yards of him when he crossed the goal line. I think that was Neely.
Paul Neely, baby.
Yeah, your old buddy Paul Neely.
It looked as though that time it went right between his arms.
Now look at this. Now look at his formation. Everybody's tight.
And they'll get some motion. Looking at crossing patterns over the middle. Good coverage by Crooksville. But here comes Ratliff, and he's got room. Inside the 40, knocked out of bounds right about the 35-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Kyle Lane, the sophomore.
I can tell you right now, Lane Ratliff is not impressed if you're going to try to arm tackle him or tackle him with your fingers. It's just not going to happen. That's exactly what he's done all year. He looks around. If his guys are covered, great. I'm taking off. And, man, when he takes off, it's a big play.
We're going to say he went out at the 35. This time he's going to run it right. It is a design run. He'll get close to the 30 and then knock back. Let's see where forward progress puts him. Down about the 31-yard line. So maybe a 4-yard run. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Well, the Crooksville defense really needs to step up right now. They need to get a stop on this series of plays. They don't want to go down 2 touchdowns with these guys in the first quarter.
3 wide left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw right away, looking over the middle. Now pulling it down, off to the races he goes again. Good block out in front, and he'll be to the 10-yard line. But a really nice block out here on the edge, and I think it was Clayton Locke out there.
Yeah.
Well, Sam confirms that.
I can definitely see Lane running a little bit more angry tonight, and I think I know why. Growing up, Brayson Hill and Lane Ratliff have been rivals since the beginning of time.
That will do it. That will definitely do it.
Adds a little fuel to the fire.
Yeah, it sure does. Stenson gets it. Right tackle back toward the middle, down to about the 1-yard line. And it was goal to go right at the 10.
I can only imagine who's going to get the ball here.
Well, knowing Coach Board, this could be a triple reverse.
Yeah, they're going to put it at the 2 where it's 2nd down and goal now.
So.
And it is Stenson. Little hop step, but he'll be stopped short at about the 1.
Great read by that middle linebacker.
I get that guy's number. It's like number 50 for Crooksville.
Yeah, that's Jace Thompson, the junior.
3rd down.
3rd down and goal. And still at the 2. They moved it back. And they'll look over and get the offensive signal from the sideline.
Kevin Board doesn't hesitate to throw the ball in these situations.
Ratliff going to give it to Stenson again, and he'll walk it in. Able to make that first man miss. He's done it a few times, and then he walks it into the end zone to make it 14-0. And let's see if they'll go for 2 once again, or...
Oh, they'll kick.
You guys got a lot of local knowledge.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do here.
Well, they're going to run a little muddle huddle here.
This is the muddle all the way.
They can still kick out of this, by the way. They bring everybody in, and then he'll drop down. Yep, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, when a guy's in the backfield holding that kicking tee.
Yeah, I saw him on the tee. That's a giveaway.
They still got a guy split wide out there. Look at that. No one's on him.
And the kick is up. Really good placement there. And Eli Dixon kicks it through to make it 15-0. And this is not the way Crooksville wanted the first 2 series to go.
No, it's not. And they've given giving up 2 big plays, really 3 big plays via Lane Ratliff with his legs. Just killed him on that drive. They had the guys covered down the field, had great coverage, and lost contain. I did talk to the defensive coordinator, Coach Woodson for Crooksville, and he told me that he has 3 defensive starters out tonight, and 2 of them are his defensive ends.
Oh.
The guys in charge of contain.
Yeah,
so
that is not easy.
You know, I coached defensive ends for Crooksville for 21 years, and one of their primary responsibilities was do not let the quarterback run to the outside. If you let that happen, nothing good happens for the defense.
It's that how many times have we said it? Keep that outside arm free.
You bet.
Sam, I want to go back to talking about rivalries, and that is so easy to do between teams that are 10 minutes apart.
Yeah.
As you're growing up, you're going to see the same guys all the time.
Yeah. It's definitely something special, for sure. Small town rivalries. It's a great environment to be always, no matter if we're at New Lex or if we're at Crooksville. There's always a crowd. I mean, you can look. This place is packed. There's so many cars. There might be more cars than there are at the Browns games.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that.
I know, but I'm not willing to admit that.
Well,
Okay,
my fishing buddy Mike Boffin played football at Crooksville, and he'll bump into a guy, will be somewhere, that played for New Lex, and they still talk about the game when they played.
Of course. Nice return out over the 35-yard line. Eli Sprankle with the ball for Crooksville.
Eli had a good game last week against Coshocton. They need to get him involved tonight, but right now, it's hard to get anybody involved when you've only had 3 plays. Mm-hmm. So I'd say right now, if you're the head coach, you're the offensive coordinator, your first thought is on first down, we can't make it longer than it was, when second down gets here. It's got to be shorter, not longer. And last time they had that sack.
Well, yeah, they ran that sweep that lost 8 yards right off the bat.
So they need to get positive yards on first down to keep this defense honest.
Hill going to run a quarterback draw, bounces it outside, spins forward to about the 40. That was a couple of tough yards that time. And Terrell King on the stop. One of the players out there. No, I'm not sure about that. That's what they did. They went. He keeps moving to the wide side, so now he's on the other side of the defensive formation.
From what I understand, Brayson is an honor student at the vocational school. And, he's still got another year of high school unless the NIL money comes through.
Well,
who knows?
I'll tell you a little story about that.
He got a guy open.
Going to go deep, but just beyond reach. Was that Sprankle? Nope, it was Kyle Lane.
Well, remember the numbers that Philo wore a few years ago?
Yeah, these are tough. I got to be honest with you.
They're hard to see. That's number 8.
Oh, Grayson's 6?
Yep.
Kyle Lane. It is Kyle Lane.
I wore my contacts today. I'll have to help you guys out.
Yeah, would you?
Oh, man.
That's not the only reason, but 2, by the way. So third down, and this is where they found themselves on third down last time, 3rd down and 8.
Well, Hill found the open man. He was definitely wide open.
Lots of time, creates a little more, lobs it out, but a little too tall. Tried to get it out there to Eli Harvey, the senior running back.
Had that been on target, I think that would have been a first down for the Ceramics.
There was a lot of green space out there.
A lot of green.
So another punt formation, 6:35 left to go in this first quarter. Kevin Rao, coach, and Sam Roop here today.
Where is Tanner Toth?
You got to know where he is.
You got to know where Tanner is, because if he's on the line of scrimmage anywhere inside that box, he's coming for the punt.
I think he's A-gap right side there.
They come.
Again gets it away, and it's a good one.
We're going to have a flag on that one.
And it's going to go inside the 10, so a great punt. But I think this may be, well, I have to remind myself if is there a differentiation in high school for running into and roughing?
I don't know.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
It was obviously 4th down. Let's see the referee, umpire ready to mark it off here.
Personal foul.
Yeah, it's going to go 15 and be a first down. Yep. That would be roughing the kicker. Sam had it right.
Yeah. I mean, there was still 4 new Lexington players back there ready to block that kick, and Terrell King just went a little too low and landed in the punter's landing space, and the punter immediately fell down.
The coaching point we used to use was aim 5 yards in front of the punter. Don't run for the punter. If you're running for the punter,
he's going to step right into
you. If you aim 5 yards in front of him, you're going to be right where the ball is leaving his foot.
Well, that gets the Crooksville marching band going. First down for the Ceramics inside New Lex territory at the 45. And looking to throw on first down this time. And nice fake. He's going to buy himself some time and then throw. Boy, he had some room to run, too.
Well, he did. I wish he would have.
As Brayson Hill running the show, and he can do it all.
You know,
but that time a little short as he was rolling against his arm.
And he gave the New Lex defense a little taste of their own medicine that time. He broke contain and faked out a defender and was wide open on a perimeter. He had a receiver open down the field. He just didn't get enough on the pass. Both these teams have excellent team speed, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Harvey lines up to the left of Hill. And it'll be Harvey on the run, breaks a tackle, gets to the second level, and he'll get 3 yards, almost 3 yards on the carry. Set up a 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down and 7. We'll see what the call is here. If they run the ball, that tells me they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Actually moved it back a yard, so it'll be their magic 3 and 8. This has been part of the offense tonight. So again, Hill send 2 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Looking left to begin with. Now he'll step up and look to run, but good defense. Toth there to slow him down. And then helping him finish it off. No, it was Toth that was able to make the play.
Strong side linebacker. Toth usually plays to the short side. Harrison Ratliff plays to the field. Both are excellent linebackers. Harrison is just, he has such quick reactions and is so fast, and Tanner's right there with him. I mean, you couldn't have a better pair, better tandem at inside linebacker than those 2 guys. Here comes Tanner right now.
Going for it. And Hill's going to have to find some room because he's running out of real estate, and he's going to go down all the way back at the 44 where the Ceramics will turn it over on downs, and New Lex, great field position after the penalty gave Crooksville some life. The roughing the kicker on the punt. Couldn't take advantage, and Hill could not run his way out of trouble. He was trying to elude 4 different players that time. I don't know if they were setting up the screen. I couldn't tell.
I don't think
he just had no time.
That was a blitz all the way. Sam, was that your buddy Paul Neely and Dominic Altier on that sack?
Yeah, I mean, that's Paul Neely for you.
Oh, man.
He's going to love that I said that.
Yeah, you just have to get that on a loop.
Yeah.
You just have to get it on a loop. First down for New Lex, already leading it 15-0.
It's the time to go deep, get that defense in a quick turnaround. They're going to throw it out to Spicer. What a catch.
Spicer went up high to get it, and he is inside the 40.
Good tackle out there on the far side. Anytime you can hold that kid to 4 or 5 yards on a gain, you've done well on defense.
And it indeed is 5 yards, where it'll be 2nd down and 5. Clock now at 4:23 and counting. Here in the first quarter in Crooksville, Ceramic Stadium. Looks like another passing play as the empty backfield. Looks wide, but then comes to the slant, too tall. And in fact, too tall for the defenders behind. Had the right ideas. He looked out in the flat, tried to draw the linebacker out there, and then threw it back across on the slant. But just kind of threw it off his back foot.
Yeah, Clayton Locke just couldn't get up high enough on that one.
So 3rd down and 5. Looks like 5 rushers and maybe 1 too quickly, as that'll be a 5-yard penalty and should be a first down or very close to it.
I mean, we talked to Coach Board a couple of weeks ago. there are some full speed penalties that can be forgiven, and then there's mental mistakes, and that's just stuff that you gotta focus, and you gotta focus on the game. So,
I mean, you admire the fact that there was some urgency on the line, but the ball's not that far away from you.
No.
mm-hmm.
Of course, you're not listening to sound; you're watching the football.
We have a referee's timeout here.
You know, I always go back to the night where they went to find the rule book over by the tree at John Glenn.
John Glenn. I tell you, by the time they figured out what was going on, I couldn't even remember who was on offense and who'd been on defense.
It was about a half hour before they figured it out.
It was 30 minutes. And that referee walked all the way the length of the field. I mean, he didn't jog.
No.
Okay, we got a penalty. Okay.
Was that the discussion?
That was the discussion.
All right. Not gonna measure it. It is third down and very short. Draw play. And Matthias gets it easily as he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Matthias has gotten a lot of playing time this year. Stinson was hurt a couple of times this year. One with a wrist, once with a rib cage shot early in the game, I think at Coshocton. And so Matthias is always in the game plan, but he was more so after those injuries to Stinson.
He's going to get another carry here, very quick through the hole. And on a first down play, good yardage inside the 25 to the 24.
You know, the Crooksville defense that has been at a disadvantage the entire night. The game's been played in 4-down territory for the Panthers, since the start. Mm-hmm. And that's tough to hold an offense like New Lex is down on 3 plays. When you give them 4 shots at a first down, they're going to make it. Comes a reverse.
Here it comes with a blocker out front. And all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think Tyson Spicer leads the MVL in being tackled at the 1-inch line.
And he's in his mind going, yeah, I'm not getting it now.
No, I'm not getting it now. No. Coach Border give it to one of the guys with hairy knuckles. He'll run across the goal line. They did all this work. Yeah. We interviewed him on our podcast. Sam and I do with Coach Border every Tuesday morning, and he's a very soft-spoken young man. But I tell you what, he wants the football.
Mm-hmm. And he is split out way right, and Matthias stopped.
Big-time tackle.
That was a great play. Kyle Lane, the sophomore, and also in there, Jace Thompson mentioned, but that was just parallel pads to parallel pads right there.
Yes, it was. He did not allow the runner to go forward. He pushed him back.
Second down and goal at the 1. No gain on the play. And the pitch this time, caught in the backfield, and it'll be a loss. Back to the 4-yard line. Eli Harvey, who we know has good speed, got back there and held on. So third and goal from the 4.
2 outstanding plays by the Crooksville defense, back-to-back, where you need them the most.
What do you think, a little play action here, Coach?
I'll tell you what, I would keep my eyes on number 18.
He is left side of the formation, second one back. We're going to get a offsides again against Crooksville to be half the distance to the goal, go down about the 2. See if that changes the play on third and goal. 2 yards closer.
See if the formation changes.
I think they're just going with what they were playing.
I don't think the formation has changed.
Nope. And you've got the 2 receivers stacked over to the left side. Instead, it'll be Handon, and Stenson will be stopped again.
Senior Gavin Mount on the tackle.
Yeah.
Nice play, Gavin Mount.
I'll
tell you, these guys are executing these goal line stops against what I think is the best offensive line in the Muskingum Valley League.
Yeah, they have.
And they have really done the job here.
3 plays in a row. Need one more. 4th and goal. This time going wide, and they've done it.
Going to make it.
That's how you build some momentum right there.
Goal line stand by the ceramics.
And this stadium is going wild. You can see the kind of energy that this place can have when the momentum swings into Crooksville's territory.
Those were just solid play by the up front guys. That time, New Lex elected to go wide, and it didn't matter.
That's right.
Linebackers got to it and finished it off.
Well, my good friend Bill Nutt, who's still in the University Hospital with that knee injury, the last year I was an assistant coach here, we won the game at our field at the same exact spot. He had the best receiver in the league who ran a 1-yard pattern from the 2-yard line, and our strong safety, Luke Hurst, made the tackle immediately. And Crooksville players, being the heady players they were, did not let the receiver up, and the clock ran out. And Bill had no timeouts, and that was very reminiscent of that play that night. That was a do-or-die play, and so was that one on the goal line just now.
Yeah, you just got to want it. And that time, the Ceramics defense, there wasn't a lot of trickery to it other than just going a little bit wider than usual. And they sniffed it out, and they got a lot of hats to the football there to make sure the stop was completed. So timeout called by Crooksville to try to get their guys ready to go 98 yards if they can.
Well, on the flip side, if you're a new Lex, you're disappointed because you didn't score. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you're telling your defense, this is the kind of opportunity we want to have. Mm-hmm. They have the ball at the 2-yard line. Their quarterback standing in the end zone. Go get him. Don't let him out. Don't give him a first down, and we'll have the ball back on their side of the 50 again.
Well, Brayson Hill will, let's see. And it's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the first play from the 2-yard line.
Tanner Toth
tried to take it over that right tackle. And Toth, who just plays the field.
He's going to be he reacts so quickly from that linebacker spot. And look at the defensive line in front of him. I mean, those guys are Stinson's in there, Neely's at this end. Eli Stevens looks like he's getting the series off, but man, there's some big guys in there. Oh,
and did he get out?
No.
Let's see.
I don't think he did. It's a safety.
And it is a safety. Just couldn't get the football back, and I'll tell you, they give you about as much leeway as they can in that situation.
Yes.
He didn't even have a chance to extend his arms.
No, I saw where his helmet landed, and his helmet was in the black part of the carpet instead of the green part. I knew that was a safety as soon as the play ended.
That's so hard.
That's an ultimate for a defense. Get that stop, get that safety, get that 2-point play. It's only worth 2 points, but man, for defense, you think you scored seven touchdowns.
And it does a lot to the momentum of this game too. I mean, that can short out Crooksville's momentum from the goal line stop.
No doubt, Sam. No doubt. That's an excellent
Well, and that's
point.
one of the reasons you go for it on 4th down there, because you know your defense is capable of that. Mm-hmm. So it should, that you were talking about, Coach. The message you send to the defense is they have faith in you. That's why they did it.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
they came across. They delivered on it and made it 17-0. 35 seconds to go in this first quarter. And you're right, Sam, the momentum right back with New Lex after the big goal line stand.
So now you have to kick from your own 20-yard line.
Now you can kick off or you can punt. Usually people punt.
This looks like it's going to be a punt. But, New Lex is assured of pinning a fumble. They're assured of good field position once again.
This is one thing you don't practice very much, is how to field a kick after a safety. It is a little different than a kickoff, but you try to play it similarly and hit the ball well. Mason Ryder with the football, and good hustle by the Ceramics.
Ball's going to be at midfield. We have 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Score 17-0. We have a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, a touchdown and an extra point kick that was good, and a 2-point safety, all scored by the Panthers.
Yeah, when you see 17-0, that's not what you think happened.
Yeah.
You need to read the whole box score. So at the 49-yard line in their own territory, New Lexington will have it with the 17-point lead.
Well, just like calling defenses when you have a 17-point lead, calling the offense when you have a 17-point lead is your playbook is completely open. Every page is a viable option.
On the far hash mark. And in motion. And
And Spicer, look out.
Yeah,
look out.
He's measuring
yeah.
speed, and now he's got open space. And he's got the speed, and he will angle, and he'll make it. And it's almost unfair when he gets the football.
I'll tell you, he he is dangerous when he touches that football. I saw him score last year at Philo on the last play with 1 second to go in the first half. He scored on a 50-yard pass. He caught it on the left sideline and scored in the exact corner where he's at. That must be his M.O. I'm going to be on this side, but, fellas, I'm headed for the other side.
I'm heading the other way. Yeah, you're supposed to run toward your bench. But instead, he went over, said hello to the ceramics, and then cut it back and went all the way to the opposite pylon. We have the muddle huddle again. Did they bring the
I don't see the kick.
Bring the tee? Yeah, he was split out this time.
He had the tee tucked underneath his jersey.
Tricky little devil. I don't think they have enough guys.
It'll be Eli Dixon to kick it if we get to kick it.
We have a Crooksville official going down the
the
Crooksville sideline guys went down and saw the referee.
New Lex brings out another player. I thought maybe Kevin Board would say, my team's on the field. We'll see.
I think this was one of those mouthpiece situations, and New Lex also realized that they didn't have enough guys on the field, so they sent another guy.
Yeah, good job. Good coaching. Eli Dixon to kick it. And he kind of dives his foot into the ball, and it goes right down the middle. And it is now 24-0. Still 14 seconds to play in this first quarter, and folks are seeing here exactly why New Lex is undefeated this year. They can do it a bunch of different ways. And Spicer, that time, it's just, again, just fun to watch him. But one of the things that really helps him, the wide receivers are willing to block for him.
They have all season, Kevin. They're very unselfish as far as their blocking is concerned. And I heard somebody say a pro team that their wide receivers couldn't play unless they blocked. Well, that's definitely the case for the Panthers.
Well, and then he takes advantage. I mean, he was in the grass, but then spun around and, found. I mean, I don't know what his balance is, but he's the guy I picked to walk the tightrope at New Lex. Because he just, it's hard to bring him down.
He and Lane Ratliff have the same running style. They have that long stride, and they accelerate immediately. I mean, it doesn't take them 5 yards to get to top speed.
So again, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 24-0. New Lex on top. Kevin Rao, Doug Clifford, Sam Roop with you, and a host of trained professionals driving the bus today. We'll mention them a little later in the broadcast. We don't want to give them a big head early.
Yeah, he's currently on his phone right now. He just turned it off because he saw me looking at it.
Yeah, I like that. See, that's good. He played like he didn't know. I like that a lot. I don't really care. And we didn't name any names, so you're okay.
Yeah.
You're all right.
It's anonymous.
And this time it'll be a little better field position than last time down at their own 2 after the goal line stand. This time the Ceramics will have it at their 38-yard line, but big hill to climb as they trail at 24-0. You just want to get something on the board here. Get your confidence back, take some time off the clock, let your defense rest a little bit. Of course, on these teams, a lot of the same guys, so really no rest.
Well, this is when you tell your team, you're not thinking touchdown here. You're telling your kids, let's get a first down. Let's get a first down.
One thing at a time.
And then we'll get another one. But let's get a first down.
Hill looks right now. He'll fake, look for some running room, but none there. And let's see who's at the bottom who had the first hit. Well, surprise, Tanner Toth.
Tanner Toth.
Good job and again, he just has an instinct for the ball. And the other thing I've noticed about his play tonight and the other time that we had an opportunity to do a game with New Lex is he just takes the right angle. Mm-hmm. He's not going to let them beat him outside. He's going to make them come to him and then get some help, and that's just success. That's the way you do it.
Yeah, that's something that the Panthers defense definitely takes pride in is it's not just going to be one guy making the tackle. It's going to be all 11 guys trying to get to the ball.
Well, Bodie Decor, how do you say his last name?
Decor. Yeah, you got it right.
Well, Bodie was on that play as well. He had Brayson Hill up by the shoulders, and Tanner Toth was at the bottom of that pile. So, yeah, it's a defense is the ultimate team aspect of this sport. I mean, it takes all 11 players on every snap to get the job done, and right now the Panthers' defense is just smothering this offense for the Ceramics.
Well, you know, you're on the defensive side where you talk about Toth having a lot of success, but you have to give a lot of credit. And you know this, Coach, from your time working with the DNs, is those guys are supposed to occupy blockers.
Right. That's right.
Let the linebackers go get them, and I don't think there's a better illustration. You could take that first quarter and watch that tape and see what Toth does and why he's successful, and it's because he's got room to roam.
Yes, he does.
2nd down and 9. Hill looking down the right sideline, lofts it up high. It's going to go well out of bounds. But again, what an incredible arm. He put a lot of space underneath that pass, and it went a pretty good distance with a flick of the wrist.
Well, what we saw him do last week was break contain and throw the ball to a receiver where the coverage for Coshocton broke down, and one of his receivers would break deep, and Hill finds them. I mean, if they're out there, he sees them.
Yeah, he keeps his head up. He's not pulling it down if his first option is not open.
He's down and 9,
looking.
yeah.
They're looking out in the flat, not available. He's going to run it, look for help. And again, just nowhere to go.
Yep. Harrison Ratliff and Paul Stinson on that play. He corralled Hill, and he had no place to go. And you know, when a defensive player makes those plays, that just doesn't mean he just has great speed too. That means he's kept proper leverage on the ball carrier, and they did that to Hill that time, and he really had no place to go. He was corralled, and they made the tackle.
And again, just the speed of the Panther defense.
Oh, fine.
You're just not going to see it week in and week out in the MVL.
I see Tanner Toth lined up at linebacker instead of being on the line, so maybe he won't be on the punt rush this time unless he changes his position.
He inched up a little bit. Nope, he's going to hang back this time.
They're going for the return this time.
And Spicer back. Let's see if he ends up picking it up. He does.
Yeah.
And he'll get out from the first tackle and down the sideline and somehow tiptoed. Now he's headed to the right side.
Coach, he's gone. He's gone. I mean, this guy's
That is crazy. So for those of you out there who thought we were exaggerating, we were not.
I'm surprised he's not in the parking lot right now.
We talked to
stealing the football. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Board earlier this week, and we asked him about all the fair catches that Tyson, we think, should be doing. And he said, don't coach the playmaker out of the playmaker. And that is a perfect example right there. He just out like lightning.
That was Coach Board's exact words. Don't coach the playmaker out of the play.
And he just doesn't give in to the first tackler they get. And that's, you always teach runners, wide receivers, running backs, you got to make the first guy miss. We're going to get everybody else. And he didn't even need that. There could have been two other guys on the field. He'd have been fine.
You know, they could be, the game could be tied. They could be ahead by 90. He's going to return the punt. I mean, it's just, there's no caution there.
Oh, and this one blocked. Got tipped at the line, a little low off the hold. So that'll keep it at 30-0. 10 minutes, 41 seconds left to go before halftime.
Well, this is the Panther MO. Score every possible way you can. Their defense has scored. Their special teams have scored. Of course, their offense has pushed in several touchdowns. So with the score 30-0, 10:41 left in the first half. As soon as unless the Ceramics score here in the first half, we're going to start with a running clock to start the second half.
If there's one thing that's always impressed me about Crooksville, when adversity hits, if they stick together, they got heart. But what we need to see here is, can Brayson Hill, Gavin Mount, Jace Thompson, all these leaders on this team, can they keep the team together? Because it's easy to break down in adversity situations like this. I mean, we've seen it in prior years.
That's right. That's exactly right, Sam.
Yeah.
You want your team to maintain discipline. You know, I'm sure that Coach Pardon Dudash will go into halftime and tell the kids we're going to play a new game in the second half. We're going to play. We're not going to worry about the score. We're going to play discipline, do your job, tackle, block, keep your face up when you tackle, keep your feet moving when you block, and just play some fundamental football.
Yeah, for sure. Because if there's one thing that they have heart, and they're going to fight till the final whistle.
Colton Matthias set to kick off once again. I have not seen them onside kick it from that formation yet. I'm waiting for that. Maybe Sheridan will have to coach that up for next week. And good return here, out over the 35, still going. Nice run by Grayson Swagger, I believe. No, it was Kyle Lane. The 6s and the 8s are getting scrambled for me tonight, Coach.
Well, they're not
the
for
eye
me.
chart that is the football field tonight, I am not passing.
They're not scrambling for me, Kevin. They both look like big red dots.
We're going to the optometrist this week, Coach.
Yeah, that's not good.
I had to go see Dr. Hybe.
1st and 10 for the Ceramics at their 41.
Well, the defense can do whatever they want here. I don't think the defensive line is a bit worried about the running game.
Quick pass out in the
that
flat.
Might be a fumble. No, whistle's blown.
Incomplete. They blew it down. But had to be 5 Panthers out there ready to make a tackle. Mm-hmm. Let's see if they use that momentum now to kind of give a little shoulder shake that way and throw it downfield. Because Hill can.
You're a wide receiver and you think there's 5 guys tackling. You guys aren't covering anybody but me?
Well, that's just good film study right there.
Wow.
This time a couple wide, actually 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for Hill. And he will move Eli Harvey from left to right. Rolls to the left, looks. He's going to pull it down and go. And he'll take the contact to get about a 5-yard gain out to the 45.
Well, that time Paul Neely, who's been rushing the quarterback, dropped to the flat and covered one of the wide receivers. It looked like there were only 2 defenders out there from the defensive standpoint. And if you're at the quarterback, you're thinking, well, I got 3 receivers, only got 2 guys out there. And I saw Hill look that way immediately, and Neely dropped into the flat and covered that zone. And that's a lot of football player covering that flat. So there was nothing there. Great call by the coordinator.
Picked up 6 yards to the 47. 3rd down and 4. Looking to pass. Got a receiver over the middle and just in and out of his hands. I don't know if he had a chance or the defense coaxed it out of his hands, but ball was right there, well thrown by Hill. Make it 4th down and 4. Let's see what they'll do. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Terrell King on that coverage, but the pass was right on the money. The receiver touched the ball first, and you always tell your defensive backs, even when the guy has a step on you, don't give up. Keep playing, keep playing. As soon as he touches that football, grab his arm, try to hit the football, whatever.
It was intended out there for Easton Matthews.
That's exactly what Terrell King did. Big
pass rush coming from the right side. And 1st down. Great job by Hill to recognize the blitz early. Couple of free guys coming from his right side, pulled it down and went to off A-gap left side and found the 1st down.
Great ball security as well. I mean, the 3 guys that hit him all went for the ball, and Brayson hung on for his life.
He did. And he used it to his advantage to get 2 or 3 more yards.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Ceramics, now at the new Lex 46-yard line. Hill again will move Harvey from his left hip to his right hip. 2 wide either way. And again, he'll pull it down, still behind the line, throws over the middle, and just a little hard from that distance. Kyle Lane was just a titch behind him, and he just couldn't adjust, and the ball was thrown with a pretty good velocity on it.
I'd be telling Brayson, take off. Instead of trying to throw that 90-mile-an-hour fastball in there to a guy, as good as you are, as fast as you are, if the protection breaks down and you move up forward, take off.
See what Does here with 2nd and 10. Drops straight back now, rolls right.
3-man rush.
Looks out, got a receiver out there, bounces around. Had 2 guys in the same area again.
And they had another receiver not far from those 2. So they had 3 guys over there, and they attracted a lot of white shirts to go with them.
Unless you're running the hook and lateral out there, I would maybe give a little bit more space between those fellas out there. But, that's easy to say up here because there's a lot going on there, especially at the line of scrimmage when you're playing a little bit of press up there.
Well, they only rushed 3 guys, so they had 8 in coverage. So that time when Brayson Hill looked down the field, it probably looked like there were 20 guys in the secondary.
3rd down and 10. Clock stopped, 9:32 to go first half. And again, some room up the middle. He's still looking to throw. Goes on the sideline. It'll be batted down. You're right, Coach. He really wants to get this pass game going. But if he runs it a couple of times, it will help his pass game. Because those linebackers then have to commit. They're all kind of hanging back now.
He could have picked up a few yards had he run the ball.
It wouldn't have been a first down.
But it would not have been a first down.
Yep.
I mean, they were defenders over there waiting for him to take off.
But when you have that arm as well, I mean, he obviously great with the ball in his hands running, but he throws it well as in addition to that. So I can understand why he wants to try to deliver it. And as you mentioned, he had good success last week. There's a jump.
That's the one that set me off. When your wide receiver jumps off sides.
And he is right in front of the official.
I mean, it's not like you're going down. I used to tell him, it's not like you're doing anything important. You're a wide receiver.
Sorry to the parents of all wide receivers.
It's not like you're a guard. Not like you're a guard or a fullback.
Exactly.
But, yeah, that's a cardinal sin for the wide receiver to be off sides. Watch the ball.
Makes a 4th down at 15. Hill. And eludes the rush going right. Has some room out there. If he can make a guy, he jumps over him. And he gets the first down. And I don't mean he just went a little over him. He went big time over top.
Well,
let's watch him here.
The first guy he eluded was Harrison Ratliff, which is no small feat. And then talk about small feet. Whoa.
That's crazy. And he didn't even use like a hurdler straddle.
No.
He just jumped straight up over him.
I mean, I got to work at a track and field event last year, and Brayson Hill just blew me away with his long jumping skills.
Well, they're going to call a penalty.
I don't see what was called. Let's see if they're going to indicate again.
It's a big one, whatever it was.
It was a hold. And it's a spot foul. Oh, we got the PA announcer editorializing here now.
He's not scared to speak his mind.
Well, it's Nathan Van Meter, my former free safety. He was a sophomore my final year of coaching, and then quarterback the next 2 years for the Ceramics.
I don't know. I don't know if he was implying that I looked like a hold call to me, but I don't know if the penalty was called on the leap. Is that something you're not allowed to do?
Well, you never used to be allowed to leap.
Unless they were laying on the ground.
Right. You could never, they called it hurdling, and it was against the rules.
Yeah, but I didn't see any indication like that.
It's not a penalty in the NFL anymore.
Nope. Nice punt is away. Inside the 20, and it'll die right about
Did you see
16.
Tyson?
Yeah.
Did you see him bluff like he's going to pick the ball up, and then he kind of patted the guy for Crooksville on the chest? Just kidding.
That's having too much fun.
He's playing a
field.
mental game right now.
Well, that's a shame that penalty was called. That was one of the.
I don't care.
That was an outstanding play.
That might be the best I've seen this year.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I mean, he just cleared him. It wasn't like he got around him and somehow started. He just jumped, kept running, and jumped over him.
And had the first down.
And then landed on his feet, just kept going. I mean, you don't see that much. And it wasn't like that player was short. He wasn't. That was just an incredible play. So hats off. I don't know what was called. If it was on the jump, that is too bad. So first down and 10. New Lex, and just getting rid of it. And is that Stenson?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Whew.
I don't know how he got rid of it. I don't know how Ratliff made that
either.
play.
I mean, that was
his back was to the line of scrimmage, and somehow he was able to move it.
Well, he faked it to Stinson once. And Stinson took a jab step to his left and then came back like a counter play.
And I don't know if it ended up being a pass, if he had to kind of shovel it a little bit. Because if you don't hand it off, even if you just throw it a couple of inches, it's still a pass. So we'll have to look at the stats on that one. 1st and 10. And it's Stenson. And he's going to, and he didn't have any help. And the ball's loose. Did the Ceramics get it? They did. And the Crooksville will get it right at midfield. And I thought it might have been a flag. It's one of those little bean bags they throw on the fumble.
Well, Stinson was packing him. Not only was he packing the football, he was packing about 4 ceramic defenders too.
By himself.
Yes, and one of the guys just reached in there and pried the ball loose. And that's the danger you have when you fight for that extra yard, and you're surrounded by the wrong color shirt. Someone's going to try to strip that thing out. In fact, I just saw where the NFL put out a memo. They're going to start calling penalties on defensive players for punching the football.
Wow.
We're just going to need like written invitations to play.
Yes.
And you want to tell him, get down, man. When they're holding your feet, get down.
Freshman Dalton Waite with the sack. Also Harrison Ratliff coming in, but Dalton Waite has been very impressive, especially for a freshman. We talked to Coach Board, and he said that Dalton just does everything right and in the right way, and he's willing to be coached. He's willing to learn, and it's awesome to see that he's getting a lot of reps on Friday nights.
Well, that means a lot to a coach when you tell a player he did something wrong. Here's how I want you to do it, and they correct it instead of just kind of looking at you like you don't know what you're talking about. And Coach Board was very complimentary of that young man. Oh, nice catch! Oh, wow!
Is that not a? Looked like it might have been grabbing the helmet. And
yeah, that was.
We're going to get a penalty called.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care because he's and I don't blame him. He's protecting his player.
Well, that was a tackle from the chin strap up. There's no doubt about that.
Would have been a couple of yards on the play, actually 3 yards on the gain. But it's going to be marched back now.
It's going to be a dead ball foul. Sure is.
And actually, they're just going to they took the better way out there at a sideline warning. Thought they might call unsportsmanlike on the coach, but.
Well, I tell you what, Brayson Hill was kicked out of a game, suspended for a game, and to give you an idea, he plays with a lot of passion. He's out there talking to the referees and just shook hands with the referees, and he's the peacemaker tonight. So that's definitely a growth and maturity for that young man.
Definitely. It's a good thing to see.
The play stands, so it was 3 yards, make it 3rd down and 14. Hill looks on the sideline, had a player, but just a little wide.
Trying to throw the ball going to his left. That's never easy for a right-handed quarterback, especially when you're being pressured.
Tried to fit it into Brody Cottrell on the near sideline. But, man, I'll tell you, that ball, when it's your number, it's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you have got to be ready.
Yes. If you don't have a swollen finger when the game starts, you will when it's over.
You will indeed. I'd be wearing 2 pairs of gloves. 4th down, they're going to go for it. 4th and 14. Hill straight back, throws it over them. He has 3 receivers in the area and just not able to get there. And that's not, again, it's just that I don't see it a lot where you have 3 receivers running deep all together. I mean, maybe there's a tip drill that's going to be worked out. The problem with that is it makes it hard for receivers to come back to it because there's just a lot of players there.
Well, yeah, you don't really want to run a deep pass to 3 guys.
I mean, have 2 guys kind of, well, again, easy to say up here. I'm not at practice every week, so I don't want to pretend to know better. But I think it makes it difficult for receivers to come back and get it.
The rule we used with our receivers was if you see your quarterback scrambling, if you're running deep, come back to the ball. If you're running shallow, go deep. He'll find somebody.
Yeah, you got to try to make the defenders go different directions. This time, kind of that power I formation out of the gun. And a snap and going down to get it and taking the loss, but alertly jumping on top is Ratliff.
I think
Good job by the Ceramics to get back there, make sure he didn't get up and run with it.
I just think Lane took his eyes off that ball. It was a little low, but it wasn't that bad of a snap. But last year when that would happen with Isaiah Stevens at quarterback, you could see Isaiah having a conversation with his little brother Eli, the center.
That probably continued on into the night.
I'm sure it did.
So loss of 6, 2nd down and 16 for New Lex.
Here's a screen pass.
Screen set up in the middle.
Look out.
To Spicer.
Look out.
And they'll push him out of bounds, and that's what you do with it.
That was an outstanding play by number 8 or number 6.
It was 6. Kyle Lane, the sophomore.
I mean that was a touchdown in the making to Spicer.
Yeah, touchdown saving tackle.
Yes, it was.
Didn't quite get to the sticks. So 3rd down and 2. And offsides again for Crooksville. Looked like they had a blitz coming up the A gap. And it will be a 1st down now.
I believe that's the 3rd defensive offsides on the Ceramics tonight.
6:29 to go, first half.
They have stacked triplets out there for wide receivers. They're going to pitch the ball. They're going to crack back, try to spring Matthias. He's going to make a short gain, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, he's going to mark him at the 29. So 4 on the play, make it 2nd and 6.
Nice pancake block by Bodie Decor there.
Oh, I saw him get one on the last play as well.
And that's an interesting play because you don't see a lot of teams use wide receivers to come back in numbers to spring that play, but with the talent.
You know, Nelsonville York used to run a play similar to that, and it was like a quarterback sweep, and they'd bring 4 guys back to the inside and just crack back everybody in sight.
Just heads up, head on a swivel, boys. 2nd down and 6. And right up the middle to Matthias. They had a back in or a wide receiver in motion first. Then they ran another back wide to try to get everybody to go that way and go right up the middle of Matthias, who gets another 1st down.
Using Tyson Spicer as bait for the reverse there.
Yep.
And you got to pay attention to him. Matthias this time hit in the backfield. Great job by the Ceramics.
I can see Tyson Spicer telling Matthias, "You're nothing without me on the fake."
It was Gavin Mount, the senior again.
Nice tackle, nice play by the Crooksville defense.
And not only, I mean, I had 3 different players that got to the ball that time.
You know, that's what you're looking for now if you're on the Crooksville sideline as a coach. You're looking for those small victories where a kid steps up and makes a play like that, despite the score being 30-0 with 4:50 left in the first half.
Terrell King at running back.
Look in motion. Now they're going to look, and good pressure. But good job to lean forward by Ratliff, and it won't technically be a sack as he gained yardage on the play, but good job by the Ceramics, who got spread out a little bit that time in the secondary.
Well, that's the thing about Lane Ratliff that we've seen all year, and Sam can attest to this. He runs like a fullback. He runs with the speed of a halfback, and at the point of a tackle, he drops the shoulder and runs through people.
Yeah, it's really impressive, especially from a quarterback.
So 3rd down and 10 now. Ball goes to the ground. Ratliff trying to get out of the grasp, and he will lean forward, but maybe just a yard on the play will make it 4th down and long.
You know, I thought when he fielded the snap, his knee was down.
I did too. And we saw that in a game where I was last week, and it didn't get called either. And I'm not sure about that, unless there's just space we can't see from up here, and that is completely possible.
Well, here's a field goal attempt, and you know, a 30-point lead, people might question this, but you never know when this field goal kicker is going to come out on the field and win the game for you. So
no, that's
a great
exactly
experience
right.
for him.
33-yard attempt, a line drive, but it will sail wide right. And New Lex, the Ceramics of Crooksville, a good stop there on defense, and really good play up the middle, Coach, by their D-line that time.
You bet. They had a sack. Ratliff was stopped a couple of times when he took off, so that was by far the Ceramics' best defensive series of the night.
3:19 to go before halftime, 30-0. New Lex on top, but Crooksville with the football.
They do receive the second half kickoff, I believe. So if they can amount together a scoring drive here, they might be able to get 2 scores by the time New Lex gets the ball.
That back-to-back.
We'll have to see about that clock management, though.
It's the fad now to call it the middle 8. The last 4 and the first 4.
There you go.
So
that's why you're here, to keep us up to date.
Oh, yeah. That's me, always up on the latest fads.
Hill looking to throw. Now he'll pull it down and has room. First down, out to the 40, runs a player over, goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That's what you're talking about right there, Coach.
Exactly.
So a big play.
He had a wide receiver out there that could, turn the block. He blocked the wrong guy. He blocked the guy that was already behind the play. Had he turned around, that he may have broken Hill all the way. Hill, I'll tell you what, though, he is taking a beating tonight.
So 1st and 10 for Crooksville at their 42. Sending 3 wide to the, now 4 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Empty backfield for Hill.
5-man rush.
And he gets some room, throws it incomplete. And he did a good job just to have room to throw that time.
Yeah, I'm thinking he may have just thrown that thing away. I mean, that was a real heady play on his part, on Hill's part, because his receivers were covered up. He had no running room to go. One of the things that defenses have done over the years is if you have nobody back there in the backfield, then you rush one more than they have blocking. And I don't know if New Lex did that or not, but I know at least 5 guys came on the pass rush, and they're beating the Crooksville's offensive line most of the time tonight on this pass rush deal.
Brayson Hill out wide. We got a little wildcat formation.
Yeah, we do.
Holy cow.
Brayson Hill's being double covered.
And the throw incomplete. There was no doubt who they were looking for off the line of scrimmage.
Pretty good route running from Brayson there.
Nice job by Spicer and Neely. Helped Hill up off the carpet. Good sportsmanship.
Brayson Hill didn't even go back to the huddle. He'll stay out wide.
I mean, Brayson's just one of those guys where he's an athlete and he's kind of good at everything that he does. So I'm not surprised that they're getting creative with where they're placing him right now.
And there's no doubt that is the most overt double team ever. And this time it goes over the middle, incomplete. I mean, he takes 2 guys with him wherever he goes. So that gives you a little bit of advantage.
Well, again, Crooksville had 2 receivers basically stacked on top of each other on that play. So I don't know if there's missed assignments or what, but the Crooksville wide receivers, I mean, it's like they have magnets in their hips. They can't get away from each other.
Brody Cottrell is going to get the play off this time at quarterback as Hill is back there.
Well, here comes a rush,
Big
too.
rush, and he is not going to find any room this time on the 4th and 10. And Ceramics will turn it over on downs with 2:15 to go in the second quarter.
Gavin Craig on the sack right there.
Good eye, Sam.
Thank you. I'm watching a lot of New Lex football this year, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah. Grew up with these guys. And
now, last time I challenged you with coming up with a theme song for us. I don't know. You got to know. I'm going to give you a week extension.
Well, actually, I got some senior interviews that are going to be coming up next week. So
okay.
Well, maybe that'll make up for it.
Okay.
Whoa, we got We got a guy from Crooksville came off the sideline to,
Yeah, a little late.
to fill out the line. I think Stinson's going to score a touchdown
Yeah.
here without any trouble.
Stenson, once he broke the contain, he was not going to be stopped.
I mean, I don't know what that play was designed to look like, but he started off to the right and came back to the left, and there was no one over there. And I'm telling you, if you're going to tackle these guys in the New Lex offense, you have to stay on your feet and you have to put your chest on their chest. You're not going to tackle anybody with your arms. Not these guys.
Yeah, they're just going to run right through that. And that time, Stenson able to get by the contain left side. That defensive formation may not have been what they wanted as a player came on late. Extra point try here. And it will be good. Makes it 37-0. 2:01 to go first half. And Ceramics could get the ball right back, see if they can get something going here in a true 2-minute drill.
Well, I was able to speak to Paul Stenson earlier this week, and he said, Sam, I'm about 15 or so touchdowns away from the single senior season rushing touchdowns record. And I said, well, you're going to have to get them all in the first half for the next couple of weeks because Coach Board's not going to put you in the second half. I believe he has 3 today, unless I miscounted one.
No, I think you're right. Right.
That's a good point, Sam, that as soon as this first half is over, Coach Board is going to be thinking week 10 with his players as far as personnel is concerned. And I know I wouldn't have anybody on the field in the second half that was a starter. I'd tell the pups to strap them on tight, boys. You're going in. And I'd tell the starters, your job here is done. I wouldn't even care if they cut into the running clock. But right now it's going to be a running clock in the second half because New Lexington has a 37-point lead. I believe 30 points is the mark to keep that clock running. And that second half with a running clock will fly past.
Matthias with the kick. This one a line shot. Lane with it's got a nice lane as it turns out.
Wow.
What a return. And Bo Hevner on the tackle there.
55, Hevner, huh? Tell you what, it's a good job. He may have saved a touchdown.
Lane with a great return there, and he did not look like he was shot out of a rocket right up through there, and his teammates created a lane for him.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with his special teams ability and his ability at safety. I mean, he's been making plays everywhere on the field.
He had a great game last week.
So Brayson Hill will bring him up.
1:53 left in the half, 37-0 in favor of the Panthers. See if the Ceramics here can come up with some points before halftime.
Harvey to Hill's left. And again, he's going to have to move around. He's going to just throw this one away.
Well, I saw number 52 for Crooksville. Who's that? It's one of the offensive linemen, Christopher Taylor, and number 5, is that Terrell King, Sam?
Yeah.
They were having a little dance out there at midfield. I don't know what that was all about, but it's, every play in football is an individual battle with 11 on 11. I think Christopher's father is Chris Taylor, who played for me.
Small world.
You could say that for about half of the crowd tonight, I think.
Yeah, small town rivalry. There's definitely going to be a little friendly banter between teams.
3-man pass rush.
Plenty of time this time, but didn't find somebody you wanted. Slips 1 tackle, slips 2, slips 3, but runs out of room. Maybe a couple of yards on the play to make it 3rd down and 8. He has quick feet, no doubt about it. It'll be interesting to see both of these quarterbacks, what kind of work they do in the summer, because they both have really good arms, and they both can run with the ball. So there's going to be interest in both of them and just what they do. So third down and 8. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. That's Cottrell. Hill indicates the play, or the route at least, to Cottrell. Rolls right, has a receiver over the middle, in and out of his hands. Brandon Johnson, just a freshman, could not hang on.
Well, that ball is right on the money.
I don't think he threw it as hard as he can.
No.
But it's just one of those things. You're a freshman, man.
Mm-hmm.
That, and you know, well, at least in your mind, you think it's coming fast. So tough one there. Would have been a first down. 4th down and 8.
Yeah, I admire Brayson Hill's ability to make plays, but there's just something off with the receivers right now. I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's the scoreboard. Maybe it's getting to them, but that's when Brayson Hill needs to be a leader and get the team back on the right track.
He displayed a lot of patience on it. Here comes a big rush. Look like 7 guys coming.
And Hill roller was right, gets away from most of them, throws downfield. Coming back to it, was he able to make it, or was nope? They're going to say it hit the turf first.
Good effort, though.
Sprankle, good job.
Great
Just like
effort.
you said, Coach, he came hustling back to it, just couldn't get.
That's right.
He
Come
needed
back.
1 more yard.
If you go deep, come back. If you go shallow, take off. Go deep. How Brayson Hill got rid of that ball. I mean, it looked like the vigilantes were after him on that play. And he still got the ball away and just nearly on target.
So 1st and 10 for New Lex, says the ball is turned over on downs. They'll have it right at midfield. Actually, the referee put it down about a half-yard back.
Yeah, Brayson's a little frustrated. Came off the field.
They're going to take a knee to get us to the locker room at halftime. Fellas, your take on the first half?
Well, I think Brayson Hill has just absolutely played his heart out and has nothing to show for it. And the New Lex defense, you know, we all see the 37 points on the board, but there's a 0 just to the left of it. The New Lex defense has just smothered any offensive effort from the Ceramics.
Yeah, Sam?
New Lex has been doing everything that they've been doing all year, and there's no like decline in quality no matter who they play. I mean, you come into a game where you're let's be honest, you're favored, but you play as if you're down 37. And so that's how they're going to come out in the second half with their second team, and their second team is going to get a shot at these guys, and it's good experience for the Panthers. And if you're Crooksville, you want to try to keep your team together. You don't want your team to fall apart in this kind of adversity, because that's worst case scenario.
It's going to be a really tough locker room in there for the Ceramics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've had the best season here in a long time. A win tonight would have put you over the 500 mark for the first time in forever. I think your father was the head coach the last time they had
I believe so.
a above 500 season. I know the last time they won a playoff game in Crooksville. I know the last time they went to the playoffs. So that was such a fabric of this community, that playoff football. And you know, back in the day, you know, when they won the state, they only took 1 team from each region. And then they increased it to 2, and then they increased it to 4, and then 8. But that was just such an important part of the fabric of this community, and they haven't had it for a long time.
Well, they still have a chance. Tonight would have really helped.
Oh, my, yes.
But a lot would have to happen without a win. But you know what? You go to Maysville next week and do what you can. I'll tell you what, let's take a break. We'll take a break here at halftime, and we'll be back with second half action. Again, it's 37-0 New Lex on top here at Crooksville.
The band is led onto the field by field commanders, Catherine Miller and Emma McNeil. Tonight, the Ceramics proudly present their 2025 halftime production, Awaken the Machine. Our journey begins with Brian Balmage's electrifying Twittering Machine, where sound and motion bring gears to life, featuring soloists Riley Spring and Violet Cyphers. The transformation continues with John Mackey's Foundry, capturing the raw energy of creation. Finally, we bring the engine to full throttle, with Randall's Bandridge's thrilling Adrenaline Engine, a high-octane closer that pushes our machine into overdrive. Sit back, hold on tight, and enjoy as the marching Ceramics awaken the machine. show on the field. Stop out and cheer on the marching ceramics as they compete at the Lancaster High School tomorrow evening at 5 p.m.
Once again, new Lexington and Crooksville fans, let's make some noise for both of our marching bands for this evening's performance. Ladies and gentlemen, and good luck, Crooksville on your state show. Good luck, new Lexington, if you're doing the same. Looks like teams will start filling on the field. Panthers lead in the half. You got plenty of time to get down to the snack shack, get you something to eat.
Up another 3. Oh. Did they put the 3 up already? No, I don't think so. So we have highlights. Oh. Highlights. There you guys are.
Oh, there we are.
Turn me, yeah, because they had the band on me.
Go ahead. How's this? How's this?
Good.
Am I good?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we're back.
Beauty.
Back.
Are we lit?
Well, the guy taking the coin.
We're back. Kevin Rowell, the coach Doug Clifford, Sam Roop with you today from beautiful, and I mean it. I love being in Southeast. I miss it. It's just a great trip for me every week to come down. And my old stomping grounds, great to be in Crooksville tonight. And you know, it finally does feel like fall. I heard Sam talk about a campfire up here. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, it would not
That's
be.
something we could invest in next week. We'll see.
Yeah,
Although we'll
maybe.
be inside next week, right? So.
Yeah.
But in any event, we've got a 37-0 lead for New Lex. You guys were talking about second team guys. Coach, as a coach, what do you want to do with this? If you do get some of your second guys in there, what do you want to accomplish for the rest of this game?
Well, you know, you might come out with your first team guys in the first series because once you take them out and they sit down and get cold, you don't want to put them back in because you don't want the team to, your opponent to, you know, put a touchdown on the board or, you know, hurt your stat page. So, you know, if you're going to play your starters, you got to play them right away, play them for a series or two and get them out. With this running clock, I mean, this third quarter is going to disappear quickly.
It's going to go fast.
So when you get your second team kids in, what you want to do is, what my thought was, run the first plays you put in the summertime. Run the plays they should know. Run the plays they're going to play tomorrow in their reserve game.
We're looking at some of the highlights from the first half. Guess who that is?
That's tackle me at the 1 yard line, Spicer.
That's Spicer. And he was such a speed. I hopefully we'll see the punt return, along with Hill's leap over a player.
This is the punt return right here.
Well, that first one.
Yeah, there was 2.
The other one was on the far sideline going the other direction.
I forgot.
And just, again, the line play for New Lex on both sides of the football, just
This
extraordinary.
might be
in
the
first
leap
half.
right here. Nope, that was the play before.
Yep. And that's just the
That's Paul
escape by
Stenson.
Stenson, along the far sideline.
That might be Paul's longest touchdown run of the year.
Might be.
Usually when he gets a handoff, he can see the goal line within about 2 steps.
Just kind of reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an interesting turn of events. Jace Thompson, Brayson Hill, among others, are wearing their regular clothes. No shoulder pads on, no helmet, nothing. And you wonder what might have happened in that locker room. I saw that Jace has a brace over his knee, but I don't see anything up with Brayson. And
Well, that is interesting. That's
yeah, not something you see very often.
nope.
No, I've never seen that.
We know that as a coaching statement. We'll see. We'll find out later. Unfortunately, we probably won't know tonight.
Yeah. I believe last year Brayson wasn't able to finish the game either. So
I'll tell you what,
I don't know.
he took a heck of a beating in the first half.
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah, he sure did.
Every pass he made on the run. He just took a physical beating in the first half and threw himself into every play. And, you couldn't ask him to do much more than what he tried to do. So maybe
it's an injury we don't know about.
maybe the coach just said, you're not going to play the second half. That's it. But, I didn't see anything happen on the sideline.
No, I didn't say
In
anything.
the half. I know he was frustrated on that last series, but I didn't see anybody get in his face or yell at him or anything. I just think they may have just had enough. He's not going to play anymore tonight. He's going to play next week.
And that will be at Maysville next week. And they were 4-4 coming into tonight, so ought to be a good one next week.
Yeah, is that going to be a playoff deciding game? Because that might make sense why they're resting some of their bigger guys.
It won't be for Crooksville.
I don't think. If Crooksville didn't win tonight, they've got real uphill. A lot of stuff would have to happen.
Gotcha.
I think everybody ahead of them would have to lose both games in the
Yeah.
rest of their schedule. And I saw where the 12th place team had 8 point something and Crooksville has 6 point something. So that's a big jump to make it late in the season.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, they've got 5 wins, so it may be that they'll get points from other places tonight. But again, it's a sharp hill, and we'll know this week, right? We'll look at the right charts, and we'll know what chance they have next week, if any. And pass deflected is Cottrell. It is Cottrell back there now running the offense for Crooksville.
Well, that's the first team defense on the field. There's Stenson, there's Eli, Stevens. I see Terrell King. I see Toth. I see Harrison Ratliff. So that's Paul Neely. That's the first team defense out there.
I mean, if you're Coach Board, are you keeping them out for a series, or how long are you keeping your first team in here?
Well, you can keep them in as long as you want. But
I think first series.
I think right now for sure.
It used to be third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to play this
But
first
now
series.
with the running clock, you kind of abbreviate that, I think. But it just depends on situation. Pass, a little wheel route, almost picked off.
Boy,
Spicer almost had that one.
He read that all the way. He watched those quarterbacks. He watched the quarterback's eyes. He ran right to the ball. He ignored the receivers, and he read that play perfectly and just didn't come up with the interception. Had his hands on it.
They ran a little wheel coming over this way, and Spicer couldn't have cared less about what they were running. You're right, Coach. He just played the football.
Yeah, Harrison Ratliff after the play was waving his hands at Tyson saying, hey, catch the ball. so that's one of your senior leaders kind of.
Yeah, if you're going to
Holding
go
guys
all the way
accountable.
over there.
Yeah. Holding guys accountable.
So Cottrell again looks over the middle, and this one knocked down. Good defense across the way, Mason Ryder.
Yes, Cottrell's going to find the same deal that Brayson Hill faced in the first half. His guys are going to be covered, or they're going to rush 5 or 6 guys, and there's going to be a bunch of white-shirted pass rushers all over him. And here's another. This has been an adventure for him, too, tonight, the punting game. Getting it off on time and trying to corral Tyson Spicer, who, I'm telling you, if he catches this ball on the fly,
I think they need to run the kick OB play.
he's going to get it on the bounce. Nope, it bounced the wrong way.
Fellas, I would grab it. Yep, that's right. Spicer again feints toward the ball.
I'll tell you what, the first time he would feint toward the ball for me, he would be feinting the 2-mile run around the track.
Yeah.
If you want to pick him up when it's live, that's fine. But if it's bouncing the wrong way,
stay away.
Stay away from it.
Hey, I mentioned we have the A team here tonight. Let's talk about this crew. We don't want to miss out because, again, we also have a running clock up here. Of course, Doug Clifford and Sam Roop on the mics. Our director tonight, Michael Steele. He gets the official designation tonight because he's in charge.
One of my favorite people.
Over here on camera, we'll do the play first. First team in there. Matthias, though, tackled right away.
Flag on the play.
Good tackle. Eli Harvey made the play, looping around.
I see one of the referees pointing toward New Lexington.
It's going to be holding. So I want to introduce the rest of the crew. We've got Wesley Freeses running the camera to our right. In this half, it was Alex Thorngate in the first half. Am I right so far? Did I get everybody? I didn't miss anybody, did I? All right. And of course, backing us all up behind everything back there, Marcus McPeck, who keeps an eye on all of us. The executive producer tonight of our program.
There you go.
But thanks to all you guys. Great job tonight. And I don't think you can go quite that far in and get back.
Whew, wow.
Although he didn't touch anybody, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And a D lineman can get past a guy and not be not make contact.
Back in the day, that was not a penalty.
No, you still had time. If you could get back, go.
The other thing you could do is if somebody on the offense on the left side flinched, you could just knock somebody's head off on the right side. Well, you can't do that anymore either.
Yeah, no. As a center, I just drop. Just drop to the ground. I'm not letting anybody hit me.
Good pass.
Brayson Lee with the catch there.
And Lee, there's another Brayson. I don't think I've done a broadcast this year with 2 Braysons playing.
First for everything.
Yeah. And Lee gets it out to he's out to his 36-yard line, or to be 2nd down and 7. Again, we've got a running clock here.
Just a sophomore.
And that means when you have a running clock, it means that it will stop only for change of possession, a score.
Timeouts.
Timeout really still means timeout.
Yeah. If Doug wants the clock to stop, it'll stop.
He'll just wave his hand.
Look out.
And let it be. And not quite a first down, although the spot, if it's the opposite referee, would be a first down. Now he's stepping back. And so it's going to be 3rd down and short, and we've got a player down.
And this
the
will
clock
stop.
will stop. 6:15 to go, 3rd quarter. But again, we are up on the rooftop of the press box tonight, and it is definitely fall up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I had that extra sandwich before I left, though, a little bit extra body warmth.
I had to steal my dad's jacket. Now he's cuddled up in
Are you guys
wearing a
both
polo with a
same,
blanket.
Same height, the two of you?
Yeah, he's about an inch taller than me.
Oh, that's not fair.
I know.
That's not good. You're supposed to be taller
I
than.
know. I'll catch up to him.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Well, on my side of the ledger, my dad married a woman that was 5 feet tall. Just really unfair to me.
Mm.
I didn't get a choice, as it turns out. I was a little bit before my time.
Grape.
I know it. I know
I
it.
mean, my mom's about 5'3", and
Is that right?
yeah, her height's not holding me back at all.
Well, okay, fair enough. I did get to well, we were all about 5'10" by the time we stretched it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have number 67 as Declan McCauley.
But he looks to be okay. He kind of limping a little bit.
57? Yeah, it's 57, so that would have been Charlie Powell.
Charlie Powell, sophomore lineman. He did get off under his own power. A little bit of a limp. We hope he does well, be able to come back for next week's game.
Yeah,
3rd and 1.
3rd and short. Again, the first team still in there for New Lex, and it'll be the first. No, did he? Well, it depends where the mark is. It is.
Well, this
Yeah,
referee,
they're gonna give him an extra yard there.
Wow. That was a nice read by the corner. Great
it
tackle.
was.
And on that play, it looked as though that was Riley Spring that would have made the play.
I believe so. It is first team, however, they're sitting Paul Stenson, which it's a good decision. But Colton Mathias is getting some good reps here.
He is.
And he skitters in the middle and will pick up 3 yards. I don't think anybody has hit him straight on in a game that I've watched this year.
I saw Harrison Ratliff come in from the slot back spot or wing back spot to like a trapping guard, and I don't think he got to the point of attack for one reason or the other. And there's some bad timing there on that play. Mathias kind of went in there without his lead blocker.
Yeah, he's got so much speed, and he's only a sophomore.
Able to get 3 yards on the play to be 2nd down and 7. Long count. Motion, that is Ratliff. And Mathias will get it inside Crooksville territory. Short of the first down, but down to about the 48-yard line.
A lot of connections between these two schools that I'm just now realizing. Colton Mathias' mom works at Crooksville. I forget exactly what she teaches.
So she makes that tremendous 10-minute drive?
I know. My mom does too.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
You know, the difference between our neighborhoods, Kevin, is when I go to the 6 Mile turn to the 4-way stop, if I have to wait for 2 cars, I'm just really upset. When I drive to Columbus, I think, you know, it must be the best drivers in the world, or they'll all be dead the way they drive.
Quick throw out into the flat.
Look like a run pass option for the first down.
Yeah, Ratliff to Ratliff on that play.
It is Ratliff to Ratliff. And it should be a first down. We got a player down. Is it Ratliff?
Yes,
Yeah.
the receiver.
I think it's a cramp though.
Oh.
Let's hope it's nothing serious though.
It will be a first down if they mark it. They haven't moved the chains yet for some reason. Now they'll go. So much nicer, by the way, having lights on the down marker.
Yeah.
Especially for us that are challenged a bit as we.
Didn't eat your carrots.
Well,
that is a fallacy, Sam.
I'm sure.
That's a fallacy by guys that grow carrots.
Don't undermine his parents.
I'm going to undermine.
They're not carrot farmers, as far as I know. So we're not.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. So
this young man, I don't think this is a cramp.
Well, let's hope he's a big part of this team. We want to.
Yeah, definitely.
And
is that Harrison?
Yeah, and his partner in crime, Tanner Toth, is right there, making sure that he's okay. Same with Lane Ratliff.
They are taking some time. Can remind you, we'll be back next week, but we will have changed locations. We'll go inside next Friday.
That'll be nice.
At New Lexington High School, the new press box.
Well, this is where the second guessing starts. When you got to take that kid off the field injured with a 37-point lead on a running clock.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how he does toward the end. He was helped off after making the play out there on the reception. It is a first down. 3:51. The clock should start on the referee's indication, I believe, or they'll wait till the start of the play. Nope, they're going to wait till the start of the play. So much for me thinking I know the rule. Nope, there it is. And so the clock will start. Again, we'll keep an eye on things across the way as they tend to Ratliff. And Mathias will get the handoff, hit in the backfield, and he will be stopped for a loss.
Nice pursuit by the Crooksville defensive line. Charlie Powell back in there from that injury.
They've had a good night, although he is limping around a little bit, if that's the same
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know, when we talked to Coach Board this week, Sam, you know, it's one of the things he pointed out was this at this time of the season, everybody's banged up.
Yeah.
Nobody's 100%. Even the kids that look like they're running full speed, everybody's got aches and pains. I mean, this is week 9, and that's what you have.
Yeah.
Matthias gets the pitch outside, has to cut it back, and may get back to the line of scrimmage. We have a flag down and a player down. I guess that's Powell again is down. And we'll get the clock to stop there. That may be the genesis of the penalty here. Let's see if we haven't had an indication yet. And it's going to be holding. And I think they pointed to the player, not to the arm went toward the ceramics, but I think they were pointing to the player that was held, and that would be Powell, who's going to be helped off. He keeps coming back in, though. Tough customer.
Yeah, that shows heart for sure. Let's hope that he's okay.
So favoring his left leg, and let's see what the official call is. It is going to be a hold against New Lexington. And so 10 yards will be marked off from the spot where it will remain second down. So all the way back to the 40-yard line. New Lex has got to get to the Ceramics 34-yard line. So my quick calculations would make that 26 yards. Am I right? Everybody on board?
I never worried about that, but when I saw that much space between the down marker and the first down marker, I would tell my offensive coordinator, Greg, it's all yours, buddy.
Good luck.
Bless his heart, I miss Greg. We lost him during COVID. But, yeah, he'd say, thanks a lot. I said, well, you know.
Yeah, well.
It's what that big salary for offensive coordinator brings.
Need to dial up that 26-yarder right here. It is only second down, though, so plenty of time to get there, but it is 26 yards to go. Clock starts to run again, 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter.
We got second team in here besides Lane Ratliff and Cole Matthias. They're still in, but the rest is second team.
And Matthias can't quite split the defensive line. And again, the Crooksville up front guys on defense have done a whale of a job tonight. Despite the score, that is not an indicator of how they've played.
Well, if that was number 64.
I believe it was.
It was Ethan Wolf on the tackle.
Freshman. Nice job. New running back in there for New Lex. That's Gunnar Patton, one of my favorite names.
Oh, yeah.
In the MVL.
Gunnar Patton's father played tailback for the Crooksville Ceramics my last 4 years.
And he'll get the pitch out to the left side, cuts it back, and he'll go down about the 47-yard line and kind of cartwheeled into the defense that time.
Well, this is when you get into a game like this and you take your starters out, and then you have a punt. You have to have your first team punters come out, or you have to make sure your reserve punt team is aware of what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like it's the reserve punt team here.
It certainly does.
Is that Dalton Waite out there to kick it away, I believe?
I believe so.
Freshman. Left footer. Oh, boy, he hits it well.
Dang.
Wow. And it's going to be caught as though everybody froze for just a second. And then off they went again. And good return out near the 40-yard line to about the 39-yard line.
Nice tackle by Mason Ryder on that punt.
So it will be, is there apparently a flag on the field, or at least that was the report from the PA announcer downstairs. And it is a hold
on the
against
receiving team, Crooksville.
Against Crooksville. So I sent out a pregame picture to some folks that I know who are not from Southeastern Ohio, and they saw the ceramics on the track and asked me if that was the real nickname. And I said, of course it is, because all the potteries that were down here who were world famous, not just in Ohio, but throughout the world. If you watch Antiques Roadshow, you will see them all the time.
There's a museum, I think, donated by the people who own Folger's Coffee in Nashville, and I took one of the pottery pieces on display, and it's Hall pottery. And
There you go.
So you bet.
All over the world, and because there's so many great clay deposits in this part of the state. That one knocked down on the pass attempt from Cottrell. So I was happy to give a little bit of description about what makes this the home of the ceramics.
Gunnar Patton on that knockdown. Yes, I mean, when we moved to town, it was a rarity to go by anybody's front yard that didn't have a ceramic piece in the front yard.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, you know, everybody.
No, highly collectible, still highly collectible. I went to school with Nelson McCoy III.
Oh.
And there's a great pass over the middle. It's going to be knocked down, and I think we're going to get interference on the call. Tell you, Cottrell made a great throw over the middle there.
That ball was the proverbial rope.
Yes, it was, and it was right on target, but interference knocked it away, so I think we're going to get a 15-yard penalty. We do. I will say this. The umpire who just marked that off, that is not his natural gait, walking around as a human that he just went through.
That's fourth quarter.
And that will run out the clock. We'll keep it right here. One more quarter to play. Again, the clock's going to be running with the score 37-0. No damage done either way in that third quarter. Kevin Rao, the coach, Doug Ratliff, and Sam Roop, the tall one, here with us tonight. And not really, you know what he should be known by? You know, he's known as being tall by us short guys.
But he doesn't know what he said, does he?
That I'm the tall guy.
Well, he doesn't realize he called me Doug Ratliff. I mean, there's a lot of Ratliffs here, but I'm not one of them.
Did I say that?
I would consider that a compliment, Doug.
Well, if you'd see me run, you know I wasn't in the family.
First of all, there was 2 Ratliffs on a play, and it just burned into my head.
Yes.
That's my craziness. We haven't known each other long enough for me to know your real name.
True.
I don't know what's happening to me tonight.
Okay.
But not only a tall one, but a musician.
Yes.
I am, yeah.
You got some important stuff coming up.
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna be singing for some folks for college. Good luck with all that. If I don't get a chance to tell you again,
I appreciate that.
I want to make sure you know that.
Thank you.
Way too much talent in one body.
I appreciate that.
Pass thrown down, almost intercepted.
And that will get pulled up in film later, and everybody will be wondering, why didn't you catch that?
That was Xavier Altier. Did I say that right?
Yep.
He's waved his hands in the air saying incomplete pass, and the sideline went crazy. That's something that Coach Spurgis has been harping on all week. Let the wide receiver know, hey, I broke that pass up.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, you know, if you play your cards right at Belmont here, I mean, I may have a room for you to stay down there. My daughter lives in Nashville.
That would be very nice. Yeah, I would not want to.
Oh, nice pass.
And it will be a first down on that 2nd and 10. Well, I tell you, Cottrell's got a nice arm.
Xander Goldsmith on that catch.
Yeah, definitely.
That was perfect. So a big first down for Crooksville.
What position was he running when Brayson was at quarterback? Was he a wide receiver?
Yeah. He was that one that doesn't go back to the huddle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice tackle, nice hit in there by number 55 for New Lex. First guy on the scene,
Bo
Hebner. Well, knowing that the Hebner name, Bo could possibly have 5,000 relatives in Perry County.
That is true, yeah.
Jim Hebner.
Is that one of those names?
Jim Hebner
One of those names, yeah.
has a construction company, and he's the guy who fixed the dam on my pond, bless his heart.
There's a phrase I haven't heard for a while. Fix the dam on my farm. Or the dam on my pond, at my farm,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, nice tackle that time, number 36 for New Lexington on that play. An ankle tackle.
Yeah.
Dalton Waite.
We've said his name quite a lot tonight. I'm impressed.
He's a freshman?
Freshman, yeah. And boy, does he do it all. And according to Coach Board, he's a very coachable kid, and that's what has him playing with the first team on Friday nights.
Well, you know, the experience you get in practice with a team like this, I mean, it elevates your game like right now.
You bet.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that stuff matters, and that's how you build a program. I mean, you just get guys expecting to be the same way as the guys they watched.
Yeah, and I'll speak a little bit more about that after this play.
Cottrell looks, good arm, finds the guy open, and it could go, and he does. Touchdown. Now, do you go for 2 here to get it under 30?
Eli Sprankle caught that on the dead run. Perfect pass. Ran that streak up the sideline. Nice play.
On his senior night. Whoa.
Wow. I thought they might not have paid the light bill. No, it was a celebration.
I've never seen that before, but that was awesome. We need to do that at our games.
That was cool.
We need to do that next week when we play that team up north.
Ah,
Senior night, too. That's going to be a heck of a game. I
looking
cannot
forward to
wait for that.
get there early.
Ooh, yeah.
You better get there early.
Yeah, the parking will be absolutely terrible. You might as well get there right when school lets out.
Yeah.
Okay,
They are going to go for 2 to get it under 30.
we may have to walk up from Dodson's restaurant.
You know what? That's all bad.
Fumbled snap.
No, they're not going to be able to do it. Great intentions, though.
Yeah. Well, if you do stop at Dotson's, be sure to bring me some chicken tenders.
Oh, there's so much good there. There are so many good things there.
Well, you know, Dodson's suffered the arson, closed them for several months, and you drive past the place now, and you can't get a place to park.
Yeah.
I mean,
It just brings a community together when something like that happens.
That was a community meeting place. The commissioners have a little deal there called Coffee with the Commissioners, I think once a month.
Ooh.
And nobody supports the community more than the Dodson family. I mean, they have
that's right.
the Cat Foundation where they raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Perry County Cancer Alliance. And if there's anything going on in Perry County, they support everything. And I was really glad to see the community come out and support them.
Yeah. One really nice thing about Dodson's was I think the day that it reopened, Wesley Freese, Michael Steele, and we all went to Dodson's, and we each got about a pint of ranch to dip all of our stuff in, and they laughed at us. But then we saw some of the workers were taking shots of ranch. It's the ranch, man. I love it. Love that ranch so much.
And some
I'm
tells
hungry.
me you housed it, man. You didn't leave much to be cleaned up, I'm guessing.
100%.
Well, my wife, Carol, will be out of town next week. She will be upset that we're going to Dodson's and she can't be there. I will tell you. She loves. In fact, there have been times I've come down that way and she doesn't make it to the game. She just sits there. Yeah. So I will let her know that because she gets to take a nice trip, but I'm still having the better time. So waiting for the kickoff here.
One thing that I'm realizing that I've kind of known this, but like Crooksville has such great support. No matter what the scoreboard says, I know it's senior night, but like this place is still packed with Crooksville fans that are supporting their team, and it's great to see.
And they're lining the fence.
It's always been that way.
And I mean, this is what's happening. This is where you need to be.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the other place, they must have called Crooksville offsides. They're penalizing them 5 yards. The only other place I'd rather be is I'd rather be back at Lake St. Clair with Tom Kiefer.
Well, there you go.
And he's my smallmouth bass guide at Lake St. Clair. I was with him on Thursday.
How'd you do?
Oh, we did great.
Yeah. He knew where to go.
He knows exactly where to go. He took me to places on the lake that I never knew even existed, and I've been going up there for 10 years. Whoa, look out.
Pooch kick and fair catch called for and made. Boy, that was a nice heads-up play by Clayton Locke right there.
Yeah, homecoming game for him. Transferred from Crooksville to New Lex this year.
And they didn't take a shot.
No.
That might have been one. You got to leave yourself open there a little bit.
It shows a little respect between
it
teammates.
does. It does.
Yeah.
You know, New Lex has some great talent. There's some good talent on the Crooksville team as well. But what I like to see is when players make a play like that, that's great coaching. That's coaching that takes place during the week. And, you know, a lot of people think great coaching takes place on Friday night, but you do most of your coaching Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
And on Friday night, you put it all together. So that's some good discipline, great coaching on both squads tonight. Seen some good things from both teams. Even though the Ceramics were down 37-6, they've had some bright spots tonight.
And they're going to wait on the play clock just to limit. Who is in there at quarterback now? I turned sideways on him.
Sam Hill.
Oh.
My neighbor, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know him as what the Sam Hill.
Yep. Gunnar Patton.
Love that name. Just if he's not a general someday, it's going to make me really upset.
A Sheridan General? He better not be a Sheridan General, I'll tell you
No,
that.
no. No, thank you.
I
Thank
know
you.
what
I knew where
meant.
you went with that. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say that doing a new Lex broadcast, I guess. That's one of those words.
Well, we're seeing the kids out there on the field right now that will be playing tomorrow morning for their reserve game.
And that'll be at New Lex
It will be, yeah.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, 10 a.m., I believe.
There it is. Up. Did they get him?
Nope.
Didn't get
They're
him.
not going to call him this time.
No, they didn't
No,
go.
they will. Yep, there he is.
Aw.
That might have been the most passive drop of a penalty flag in the history of the sport right there.
Very
I
nonchalant.
don't think he wanted to do it. He felt like he had to.
I don't think that they crossed the line necessarily. They
I'm
jumped
surprised.
offsides,
I mean,
I thought they were just going to let it go.
well, the guys on the line of scrimmage, they didn't call. There's two guys on the line. This guy's standing 10 yards behind the play.
He just felt like it was his obligation.
I suppose.
Kevin Rao, Doug Clifford, our friend Sam Roop with you tonight from Crooksville High School. New Lex up 37-6. Crooksville went for two to try to get it back under 30, keep that clock from running, but unsuccessful on the 2-point try on their last drive, but perfect pass on the touchdown. And handoff up the middle, Patton.
Nice run by Gunnar Patton.
It is. I've seen Gunner play 2 or 3 times this year, and even though I believe he's a freshman. Right, Sam?
Yes, yeah.
He does not run like a freshman. He was also playing defense on that last series.
Another freshman gets in there now, Cohen Martin.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for Gunnar to have all those extra lunches and grow to be 6'1" by his senior year.
Yeah, I'm telling
It's been
you.
a while since we've talked about extra lunches.
1, 2,
I've kind of
3,
missed
4,
it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think Crooksville's working on the Ottawa Rough Riders lineup out there.
Everybody will be in motion on this play.
Here we go. Now we got 11.
I think they still have 12.
Maybe.
I still think there's 12
I
there.
think there is
Yeah.
too.
And Martin, he breaks it. He said, boy, he is a quick one.
Wow.
Jeez Louise.
I think he's a freshman too. 12 men on the field. It doesn't matter.
I don't think he raised his knee higher than where he was standing, but his feet were moving like crazy.
Oh, man.
That was some unbelievable speed. I think that was the first carry he's gotten on a Friday night all year.
Well, there it is. He's 1 for 1, man. I'd retire.
Wow.
He makes it 43-6. Oh, we got a count over here.
Wow.
Well,
13 guys.
if Ray Hayden says there were 13 guys on the field,
Yeah, no, that's right.
there
That's
were
right.
13 guys on
Yeah.
the field.
They might need to put 15 out there next time.
Yeah, and by the way, they were not in the right places, all those 13 guys, apparently. Because Cohen Martin took it in. They're going to go for 2. Martin gets it again. Does he get in?
He's
he
in.
does.
He's in.
He's 2 for 2. He's definitely got to retire
Yeah.
now.
Hand the helmet into Coach Board right now when you're walking off.
That's it. Yeah, just take your helmet off and go get in the car.
45-6, 4 minutes, 11 seconds left on the clock that will start as soon as the ball is placed and kicked. Ceramics got to regroup and they have a winning season on the line next week at Maysville. New Lex will have the undefeated season on the line.
When's the last time they were undefeated in the regular season? Anybody know?
I
Do
don't
not.
We'll find that out.
Well,
Yeah.
we
Get
can
our
ask,
research team on it.
ask Ray Hayden. He may know.
Yeah, our
Ray and
research
Chuck.
team is 10 feet away from us.
The last time New Lex went 10-0. When's the last time New Lexington went 10-0 in a football season?
Okay, so 20-plus years ago.
I think that's when my
01
dad,
or
dad
02?
coached. I know they did it in 72, but I'm 99.9% sure that happened again since
Yeah.
then.
Well,
Well, we can mention the other Perry County game for the team up north right now. 21-21, Tri-Valley and Sheridan. They're tied with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Boy, is that going to be a great one. Does that decide a big school? Because
it's got to, doesn't it?
it's got to.
Yeah, I think it
I
does.
think it does.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
And the win tonight, let's talk about that real quick so we don't forget. The win tonight for New Lex gives them the small school title
Yes.
It does. Outright.
outright. Yeah,
Mhm.
no chance for a tie there.
And then you get to play the team up north. I mean,
Well-
there's no other environment than what's going to happen next week at the Rock. It's going to be a sight to see.
So research team already on it.
Yes.
It was 06
Wow.
last time.
That was when my dad coached.
That's when I was born.
There you go.
That's when Michael Steele was born.
So many things happening in 2006.
I wasn't born yet.
Great person was born.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
A
you
legend was born.
as well. I'll tell you, you don't expect I mean this in all sincerity, to direct a broadcast as a high school student. It just doesn't happen every day. You and I did the volleyball game together. You're like a multi-tool guy.
I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, you are.
He's a jack of all trades.
Michael Steele.
Well,
He said that himself too. It wasn't somebody else said that. He said
Well,
that
he's
himself.
also his own agent, which works out really well.
Yeah.
Also humble.
Also very humble, he says.
Yeah, he is. 2:52 remaining on the clock,
It is running.
and it is running indeed. Ceramics scored last time they had it. Looking for a good kickoff here, and knocked down at around the 37-yard line.
Sawyer Barkus with the tackle right there.
I love Sawyer.
And it was on the return was Gage Love, the senior.
Sawyer Barkus.
Freshman Sawyer Barkus.
That's a good name too. So
I love that
we've
guy.
got
Gunnar Patton.
Gunnar Patton. Now we've got Gage Love. I mean, come on. This is a movie. You couldn't write this.
Yeah.
2 Braysons.
That's
Two
right. Two Braysons.
Sam Hill.
And you've had 2 names tonight.
Yes.
You know, so that's it.
Doug's now a Ratliff.
Yeah, I just have Ratliff on the brain.
Okay. Have to get the Rattlers to start making my meals, I guess, now.
No, that's it.
Funny story about their meals, actually. At every single team meal, Lane says that he eats really quickly. And so basically at family dinners, apparently all that it is it's about 3 minutes of eating, and then, hey, let's get back on the couch and watch football.
That's it. That's it.
So, Doug, I don't know if you'd want to be there. It'd be about a 3-minute dinner, and then you'd get to go watch Thursday night
There's
football.
pass interference, but it's not
Right,
going to get
I don't think they're going to call that one.
No.
Yeah, 3-minute dinner isn't going to work for me either. But,
I'm sure the food is great, though.
well, apparently it's
I
working out just fine.
Yeah, I legally have to say that because I'm on air right now.
Yeah, that's true. So hats off to whoever is making the dinners over there at the Ratliff house.
Yeah, Mrs. Ratliff.
Is that Joseph Pitcock at quarterback for the Ceramics?
I believe so.
And he's directing traffic in a demonstrative way. 2nd down and 10. We get to a minute and a half to go in this game. And he's got a nice arm, and he throws in the flat for the completion.
On the run, too.
He went from the middle of the field to the opposite hash mark. Not too bad there. And it'll be 3rd down now and about 4. We'll call it a long 4.
Well, James Sharp, number 83 on New Lexington, ended up with the ball, but I think they're just going to let it slide for right now.
I think forward progress had stopped.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
She's the only one that can throw.
And they're going to keep throwing the football here. Oh, there goes in. Got to jump on it.
That's going to be a fumble
I
recovery by the
think-
Panthers, I believe.
Bo Hevner
Yes.
coming in saying, hey, quarterback, you're not getting that ball.
So it'll be Hevner, and clock stops on the change of possession. All New Lexington has to do is put a knee on the ground to go to 9-0 and win the MVL's small school division outright.
Wow.
I don't know. I thought I saw Matthew Klinger give the referee the football.
Yeah, he got the ball, but Bo Hevner was the guy that lit up
Okay.
the quarterback.
I think
and
he was
said,
just
hey, you're
being
not,
polite.
You're not getting that ball.
He was just being polite.
He wanted the quarterback, not the ball.
So let's see. Well, they're not under center.
None other than Gage Marosco. Congratulations, fan of the evening.
35 seconds and counting here as they've started the clock
4.
again. They will have to run a play, and another player runs on, and it will be a knee, and that will be it.
There you go.
Well, guys, you know, we knew that New Lex would probably have the upper hand tonight. They played really well. The execution was sharp. They got a bunch of guys into the game, got some rest for some others. But this week is still going to be a really big practice, even though they've wrapped up a lot of the playoff run and the league title and all those things. Something tells me it's not going to be any less intense this week, Sam, over at your place.
No, definitely not. I mean, you have everything postseason-wise kind of locked up, but you still have Sheridan coming in next weekend. So it's not like, hey, let's rest for playoffs. Hey, let's beat Sheridan. And that's the goal every single year. That's one of the goals that Coach Board writes down on the whiteboard every single year, and it's something that all the boys look forward to. And I can't wait for it. Like I said, you might have to go and park over there when school lets out if you're going to get a nice parking spot there.
Oh, it's going to be great. We're going to be lucky enough to be there to bring it to everybody else.
I can't wait. It should be a great game.
Looking forward to it. So, Coach, this week, what will the week of practice be like on the field?
You absolutely try to keep it as low-key as possible because everybody in town is going to say, boy, this is the big game this week. And so you don't tell your kids that. I mean, as a coach, you downplay it as much as possible and try to keep things the same as all year. And then come Friday night, you tell your kids, now turn it on. So, they'll try to keep it as low-key as possible and just, stay focused, put the game plan in, get everybody healed up from the week, and then play the biggest game of the year, Week 10.
Any checking on scores over there? I know you were looking.
Yeah, speaking of a big game, Tri-Valley still tied with Sheridan 21-21 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Are there any ties in high school football?
I don't know. They got to keep playing.
That's true. It is for the
they're
title.
Going to keep. They're going to keep playing that anyway until somebody wins.
Heck yeah.
That's the great thing about it. They don't even have that tie category anymore.
Yeah.
For high school games.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Sheridan lost their first two games, and everybody kind of wrote them off. Said, well, Sheridan's not as good as they used to be. But the two teams that beat them are excellent football teams.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was Lexington Valley and Watkins Memorial. Yeah.
No one's come close to beating them since, and so it's going to be a typical well-coached Sheridan Generals. Coach Culver does a great job over there. He's got a great staff, so it'll be.
Both teams are 6-2, Tri-Valley and Sheridan. I mean.
Yeah, that's for the marbles right there for the big schools. Yeah.
All of the marbles, every single one of them.
Well, as we watch on our field, one of the reasons I still love doing high school games, I was lucky enough to play a little bit. Then my kids played, and my dad, and his dad, and going back. But as you watch the scene here tonight, both just winding up their alma maters in front of their fans with their cheerleaders and the bands. And if you can't appreciate that, then you just stay at home.
Yeah, there's nothing like the atmosphere of Friday Night Lights in a small town, cross-county rivalry. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing to see, and I get to be here with you wonderful people.
Well, you're nice to say it.
Forever grateful.
And, as I say, if you had a song next week, we'd play it. But we'll let that go.
Yeah.
All right, hey, guys, thanks a bunch for tonight. It has been a blast. We've enjoyed it. Great team of folks bringing it to you. We mentioned them before, but I will say, for my broadcast partners tonight, the final score was 45-6.
Yep.
I got it just right that time, and it has been a lot of fun. So for my broadcast partners tonight, the coach Doug Clifford and Sam Roop, I'm Kevin Rao. Good night, everyone.